This is how to ruin your relationship 100%. Be selfish. Always prioritize your needs. Show them that you are concerned, but in reality, you don't actually care. Put your desires first, their interests second, your feelings first, their well-being last. If she wants to go to the movies, for example, and you have a soccer match, tell her that the movies can wait and how much you'd lose if you don't go out with the boys. Be the only one to take from the relationship, whether it's time, attention, or resources, without reciprocating or giving in return. And don't be empathetic, just be sympathetic, or else you'll be selfless. What you want to do is to understand what they are going through, but don't see yourself in their shoes. These will generate conflict in your relationship, of course. That's why this next step is very crucial. Win every argument. Never take the L. Instead, maintain your point of view, regardless of evidence or logic presented to you. Do what a selective listener does. Only listen to information that support your argument. Ignore all contradictory evidence, even if they are true. Only stick to your truth and aim to always create a more convincing narrative. The point here is to win, even if that means losing your relationship. And you can achieve this by blame shifting. Avoid taking responsibilities for your own mistakes or problems. Remember this rule. The more you find excuses to justify your behavior, the further you drift from personal growth, the deeper the cracks in your relationships, and the greater the distance between who you are and who you could become. In practice, if you arrive late on a date, for example, blame your driver. Add on a bit of traffic congestion to the story, even if it wasn't the case at all. If you missed urgent and important calls, blame your ringtone or say something like, "My phone was on silence and the music at a party was just too loud." Always believe that nothing is your fault and there is always someone or something that can take your blame. So why does it have to be you? Make empty promises. Fill your partner with promises, but only deliver disappointment. Say yes most of the time, without realistic intentions or the genuine desire to fulfill what you promise. And of course, your partner will confront you about the unfulfilled promises. Don't worry, just do what you learned on step 3. Blame shift. Make up an excuse. It may lead to an argument, but that's when you should jump to step 2. Win the argument. Stick to your truth, and upon winning the argument, you will be selfish. And when you have achieved all the previous steps, you want to take the final one. Don't appreciate them. Neglect to acknowledge or recognize the true worth and contributions they bring to the table. Overlook important and symbolic days your partner will so wish you both could observe. If they prepare a special or a delicious meal, for example, and are so hyped to find about your dining experience, make dismissive comments like, "It could have tasted better, honestly," or "Not as good as the restaurant, but you tried." Always remember this rule. By failing to express gratitude and acknowledgement for the actions others take for us, we inadvertently diminish the significance of their presence in our lives. In practice, believe that if they do well, it's because you deserve the best, and it is their duty to always maintain that standard. Take their actions, time, and support for granted, assuming that these things are expected. So why will you thank them for doing what they are supposed to do?